Yo, what is up, my people? Welcome to another Smash Bros. Competitive tutorial video for the Wii U and the 3DS. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to abuse character expectations. Basically, when you pick a character and like, okay, in this case, Cloud. Oh, I know what to expect from Cloud, so I'm gonna be ready for it. When you know that, you can actually use that to your advantage and just mess with your opponent's head. Like, they won't know what to do. Something that they see so often, they won't know how to handle properly. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you exactly how you can abuse this. So let's go. You wanna go here? Alright, so I will give you an example of what people would expect from Cloud. One thing, especially a lot of new players to Cloud, would probably do is, after a nair, down tilt. A lot of players are going to be expecting that, so they're either going to shield, wait for the down tilt, and then punish Cloud, or after the nair, either sidestep or go behind Cloud. So that's a common thing that Clouds do. Like, if they're, just starting out with Cloud and stuff, they'll do that. Because, why would they do that? Because after that, if you get an air and they're not blocking, you can go for something like that. Even though it's not a true combo, but the fact that the down tilt puts your opponent in a nasty situation, especially at low percents, you can just juggle them and stuff. So that's one thing to, people would expect from Cloud. So you knowing that knowledge, you're gonna give them something different. So after a nair, whether it hits or miss, you do this. You could back away and wait for them to either roll towards you or do something, I don't know, random, and then punish them for it. So something like, see that? Oh, that's another thing too. After the nair, another thing to expect, if not down tilt, jab. So, people gonna be ready for that. Either way, they're gonna be blocking, because they're either gonna expect this or this. So I'll be like, alright, 1-2, that's it. Or 1, I was supposed to be a grab, but you get the idea. See, mix it up. Use people's expectations of said character to your advantage. A good way to really get into this is watch a lot of high level play with said character, like the best of whatever character. Watch it. I watch those videos, pick one side, whatever player, pick whatever player you want to look at and the character that they're playing. And in certain situations, see what is the most common thing that they do, and then look at why they are doing it. Because in a situation like that, it might be a good answer to whatever the opponent is doing to get damage, bait them to do something, and then just get a hit, or an edge guard, or a kill. Whatever the case is. So when you watch that, you pretty much get a general idea, like, okay, in this situation with this character, most likely this is going to happen. And people, they're going to be expecting that because they see it all the time. So use that to your advantage. A good thing to also do is question yourself. Ask yourself, what makes me different from other players playing said character? Like, in this case, Cloud. For those that play Cloud, ask yourself, what makes me different from other Cloud players? If you can't answer that question, that lets you know that you are basically doing the same thing that every other Cloud player is doing. Excuse me. And when you fight a smart, talented player who's really good at adapting, being patient, and reading stuff, you're gonna get blown up for it. Because you giving this dude the same thing 500 other Clouds are giving him. So it's nothing different. And he already knows how to handle the situation. You give him something that he's done 1,000 times. So it's obviously not gonna work. So you gotta hit him with something different. So for those like starting out with Cloud, if you guys, oh shit. If you guys are doing this, no. If you're doing this, no. People, smart players, gonna expect that you're gonna get blown up for it. Also, another thing is nothing like roll back down smash or sidestep down smash. That's another typical thing Cloud like to do. So you do this. You could do that, or another thing you can do after the nair. See, you see how I'm like mixing it up? I'm not doing an attack and then immediately mashing a button. Because when people do this, they're not sure if it's gonna hit. They're not sure it's gonna hit, or they're just fiending for a hit. So like after they do this, they're not planning what to do next. I explained this in I think part 1 of this series or part 2, I'm not sure. But I explained it. And people, they do stuff but they don't plan ahead. So they just do a nair. They're like, okay, I'm gonna go for a nair. But they're not saying, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. So they just nair, and then, you know, they just do whatever. They're free. So they're pretty much playing too safe when it's not safe. Playing too safe when it's not safe, it basically means you're playing safe like you're doing this and then a fast option, but not safe as in you're doing this, but you know, if it's blocked, you're fucked. So that's how you think about it, and always ask yourself, what am I doing that makes me different from your opponent? If you come up with a few things, then that's good. That's literally good, man. Like for example, let's say like when I get a character off stage, I'm really good at nairing, keeping them out. You know, I'm really good at that. I don't see other Cloud players doing that. Like, that's just an example. I'm not saying, you know, as me. That's just an example of how you can use that knowledge and then figure out how to come up with something different to step your game up. Like, I'll give you another example. I'll just pick a random character. Let's see. Palutena. Pick Palutena, right? Alright, so pick Palutena, and you're in training mode. You're trying to learn Palutena. You learn all the stuff. You went through all the things that I said in the previous videos. And you ask yourself, okay, what do people expect from Palutena? Like, what are some of her good moves that people would expect a lot? One of them is this, because it's invincible. I'm not sure on what frames. I think at the startup it's invincible. So she has that. Her jabs, after something, expected jabs because it's going to be, and then string you. Another thing to expect from Palutena is this, because this move has range and it doesn't really lag. It has good cooldown time, so, and it's a decent zoning tool, so you can like harass people, force them to block, and then afterwards, you know, go for whatever. Should I get the spike? But you get the idea. So you ask yourself that question, and you know what people expect from Palutena. If I was to play her, I would be like this. I know people are gonna expect this, so I'm not gonna do this too much. I'll throw like 1 or 2, and then after that I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna stay grounded. I won't throw any more fares for a little while. So that way the opponent could think that, you know, I'm sleeping. You know, I'm not worrying about this. I'm not gonna be doing this a lot. So then, in terms of her jabs, I'll throw like 1 jab, and then I'll dip. Like 1, 2, and then dip. See what the opponent does. Because I could possibly go for a grab, but again, it's not guaranteed, and again, people are gonna be expecting it. So if I try to go for something and then jab, people are like, oh, this bitch is gonna jab. Alright, I'm gonna move. Or I'm sidestepping, I'm punish her. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, when you're doing that, you also check your opponent. And here's an example of checking your opponent. Basically, just remember these fares? How I wasn't doing so much? I did 1, okay, I did. I'm just gonna wait a bit more. You know, I'm not I'm being safe out of my opponent's attack range, so in case they do something, I can move out the way and then punish them. And then after that, I'll just be like, bruh, I ain't forget. Alright? I ain't forget, man. I mean, I haven't been covering the air, but I'll kick the shit out of you. I ain't forget. Like, don't sleep. Don't sleep on this move. So you go back to playing. You know, you're playing on whatever. Throw out one fair, and then that's it. No more. No more. Probably do this every now and then. Wait for something. Jab. Okay, dip. Or space a jab. Down tilt. You know, keep them guessing. And then after, bruh, I ain't forget, man. I mean, I haven't tossed out this move, but I ain't forget. Don't come in the air. I'm not covering the air option a lot, but bro, if you do it, I'll kick the shit out of you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're making your opponent, like, you're making them think like a situation with set character is not gonna happen, and then you check them. So if they get too happy, be like, oh, well, I haven't seen her throw out a lot of fairs. I expect that shit a lot from Palutena. So all right, so now maybe I can go in and jump, and then that's when you start checking them. Like, oh, you jumping up, bruh? You forgot about this? Like, what the fuck? Don't come in the air, man. I'll kick the shit out of you. And then after you throw like 1-2 fairs, you know, go back and then rinse and repeat. Same thing with her dash attack. Cause you know this move is good. Puts the opponent in a shitty situation where you get like up airs and whatever. So you throw like one dash attack and then don't throw out no more. Cause again, people gonna be expecting that. So don't give your opponent what they're gonna expect. Like throw them off guard. Then after a while, you throw out the move, and then they're gonna forget you had that. Like, damn, because you haven't been doing it a lot. If you're not doing something a lot, the opponent is not gonna expect it. Like, if you don't do a counter, like a lot of Palutena, they don't do counter because this move is like not safe, and people are gonna forget about that counter. So every now and then, they'll get hit with the counter. Same thing. One more character. A character that I know like in and out. My favorite white woman. Let's go. It is also could be utilized in combos to get more damage. So we'll talk about this right quick, and then we will end the video. Alright, so for instance, like, what people gonna expect from Peach? I asked myself that. This, and then after this is blocked, drop to a nair, and then possibly jab. A lot of this, you know, spacing a few fairs, but definitely a lot of this. Spacing bear a lot, especially high level Peaches these days. It's usually about this. Okay. And then with combos as well, they'll probably go for this, and I don't know what else. Of the opponents at mid%. They go for a down throw to bear. Okay. So now that I know that, all that stuff as an example I just gave, let's see how I will mix it up as a Peach player. Grab this turn up, right? You know when you go near your opponent, they're either going to be blocking or try to move. Especially when you do that, or when you go near them, they think you're going to throw it. Or when they see you here, they think you're going to throw it out of shield. So here's what you do. See? That's a mix-up. Another one. You know, get at the right distance, because they think you're going to throw it, they're going to be blocking. And then, you know, you hit them with that. Sometimes throwing the turn up on top of them is good, because they're going to be blocking, so you could probably eat up this shield. And then, you know, cross them up, and then move out the way. And then the opponent does something, you come through and punish. Like, you see what I'm going to do? Even within combos. Like, a creative combo that I do is this to this. Usually people, they DI back, so I'll be at this distance. And then after that, they're like, okay, Peach really can't do nothing from like right here. She's, hold up, like right about here. Like, okay, Peach is no threat to me. So I can probably toss out a jab or run in and like, bitch, what? You forgot about these hands though? Like, the fuck you mean? No catching with that. So, like, I don't see Peach players do this. See that? 0 to 68. So that's a little thing there. Like, what? I really don't see people that are doing that. And again, I asked myself, what makes me different from other ones? One question is stuff like that. Another thing is, at times I like to do what you call it. I like to do this. So that way, if the opponent tries to grab the ledge, I can kill them. Like, I'll show you an example of that. See that? Hit Falcon's dead. Like, I don't see a lot of people do stuff like that, or you know, be more creative with turnip uses. Like, I feel like I'm about the only piece that really uses turnips a lot in terms of, you know, strong neutral and, you know, creating a wall. And like when I toss a turnip, you know, this doing stuff like that, like pressure, especially with edge guarding. If you know somebody's gonna cover low. I messed up there, but you pretty much get the idea. Stuff like that. So yeah, that were just a few examples of how you can abuse character expectations to your advantage, and being like thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box, being creative. Like I said, always ask yourself what makes you different from other people playing, you know, whatever character you're using. And if you can't think of an answer, then that's something for you to work with. Again, watch a lot of high level play with said characters, see what they do in many situations, and then see like if there's something different that you can do. So that way people won't expect this. It makes it harder for them to guess what I'm gonna do, and increases my chances of getting a hit and winning the match, so you can just go on about your business and get that money. And yeah, like I said, I did it with Peach, you know, turnips, and I also feel like my movement with her is really good. Like, another thing, I don't see a lot of Peach players doing this. Like, it's really good, especially with a turnip in hand. Somebody trying to attack you, you can just move out the way real quick and then turnip toss, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good. So, yeah, you can abuse that, like I said, with attacks, with combos, like I gave you some examples. Another example real quick, sometimes people might air dodge, right? So if somebody air dodges, like after you do a down throw, a lot of people like to go for there. I'm like, alright. They like to go for this. People, they might try to jump or air dodge, even though it's a 3-hit combo. So what I would do is, see, I'll do something different. I'll do something like this. See that? I got more damage off of that instead of the bear. I got a dare and a bear. So he went from 44 to 75 in comparison to 44 to 64. You know what I'm saying? And I could probably do more. Let's see. Can I do more? Oh, that was supposed to be a B. But I don't want to make the video too long. But you get the idea. Right there, he could have gone from like 44 to 80. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it very helpful, give me that like. And also, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. And let me know if this video was very helpful. You can let me know here. You can let me know on my social media. And Twitch. I stream often on Twitch. And I actually do live lessons. So you want some tips and me to explain stuff like this for like 2 hours, 3 hours while you chilling, trying to step your game up, then you can come to my live streams. I let you guys know when I'm going to be streaming stuff like this. I always post a video before I go live. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces!